The Southern in our name, Southern Telecommunications, doesn't just represent where we're located in Jackson, Mississippi. More, it represents who we are and our philosophy of doing business. You see, the South is more than a place. It's an attitude, a philosophy, a way of life. It's how I could just expect that after church on Sunday we'd have a nice meal with more than the usual number of people on hand. And it's how that when we had company, I'd be expected to be on my best behavior and not act up and embarrass Mama. It's how Daddy did business on a handshake and was never taken advantage of and never took advantage of anybody. And at the end of the day, everybody could feel good about themselves, that they'd kept their words. Way back yonder, the South was the old country store. It had everything you needed and had somebody there to help you find it, who knew what all was in there and where it was, and kept all the newest gadgets on hand, as well as the staples that you'd always need, and didn't try to sell you anything you didn't need. The South is where there are no strangers, only a bunch of friends you haven't gotten around to meeting yet. The South is where the word neighbor is more a verb than a noun. Being a neighbor implies taking an active role and watching out for the people who share your neighborhood. Same in business. The South is a friendly wave and a hello from people you don't know but who want to wish you the best of the day anyway. And after all, it doesn't cost a cent more to be friendly. But it might not to be. The South is a reference for spiritual things and for relatives who've gone on before you. After all, they're the ones who paved the way for you, so you take seriously that you're the next to pick up the path that's been laid down over generations. And you want to make sure that path continues into the future so as to make your predecessors proud of you as if they were still here. And in a sense, they are. The South is where the golden rule was taught to us as youngsters and was expected to be lived and not just learned. It's where relationships are valued over anything you might go out and buy. It's where people feel accountable to their friends, to their family, to their spouses, to business associates, even competitors, and to God. And all of this, and much more that is Southern, isn't a printed list framed on a wall that we review from time to time. It's the way we were taught to live, and it's imprinted in our actions. This Southern way of life translates over into our businesses. One of those businesses, Metropolitan Bank, is a client of Southern Telecommunications. Pamela Ware explains what being Southern means to them.
We really felt that we should be able to serve our clients in a manner in which we would want to be treated ourselves. One in which just that personal service is very important to us, and just that ability to be a banker.
David Goodwin, CEO of Southern Telecommunications, shares those values.
What sets us apart is our people and the relationships that we have with our customers.
Betty Jones is one of the Southern Telecommunications people. She says there is no other way but to be one-on-one with their customers.
We don't have caller ID up here. You answer the phone. You answer the phone.
But don't get the idea that because Southern Telecommunications is not an impersonal Goliath, that they can't get things done just like the giants.
Everything that we have asked of Southern Telecommunications, they have provided for us.
And Southern Telecommunications can get things done more efficiently. Dr. Sherry Gwynn's dental office is a client and an example.
My costs have actually been cut in half for my phone service. And as a small business owner, that's one of the most important things. And the phone service with my dental office, the phones ring just all day long. Every few minutes I get a phone call from a patient wanting to schedule an appointment. And it'd be really sad if I missed one of those appointments.
And one more thing. Southern Telecommunications also believes that if you say you're going to do something, that's good enough. You don't have to lock up somebody in a long-term contract when a handshake will do.
We do not have a contractual agreement with Southern Telecommunications. We have always just been able to call in. They take care of us. And we don't need that. We feel as long as we have a good service relationship, we'll be with Southern Tel for many, many years to come.
So now you see what I mean when I say that the Southern in Southern Telecommunications name doesn't stand for just where we're located. It's also the kind of people we are, the way we do business, and what we've expected of ourselves at the end of a day's work.